Each and every accomplishment starts with a decision to show up and try. And I'm so glad that you showed up today. You're here. Hooray, hooray. That's the first hurdle. Let's do this. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. And the emphasis is on your. You're going to do it your way. You're going to feel good. You're going to be glad you were here. Whether you stick around for the whole hour, it's an hour long, every day, an hour long, or if you just stick around for 10 minutes, that's fine too. The decision to show up is the most important thing. We practice every single day. We're here for you, live, start to finish, 1 hour. Show up when you can, do what you can with what you got. The idea is to just try. That's the big thing. Each and every practice is different. Every day is different. Today's is different, and then it's going to be all seated. You're going to be all on your mat. We're not going to do any balancing today. Other days we do balancing, we do harder poses, we do things, just different things. But everything is designed to work together to make you better, stronger, more fit, more flexible, and just more mobile. And that is really, really good. All right, the bottom of the screen says, do what is right for your body. Emphasis on your body. Do what you can do with what you've got. If something hurts and you're going, ow, that's painful, or it's sharp, or it's not right, don't do it. Back out of it. Do it to a lesser percentage. Use your props. Just don't do a pose. Modify it. There's so many ways to modify, and I'm going to show you ways to modify too. I think you're going to like today's practice. It's familiar, it's comfortable, but it's very, very doable and a few new little twists. All right, as I said, everything is on the ground today. The word I'd like you to think about is you practice. A word to apply to yourself, kindness. Kindness means to be of good nature. So just let things go. Be kind to you. You should be kind to you first and foremost. Be kind to you and just have some fun in your yoga. The theme of our month is peace. Just find peace, kindness, all those other great fruit of the spirit. All right, props you're going to need. I showed them in the little spinny countdown thing. We always use 2 yoga blocks. Grab those next time you're out. You can get them just about anywhere. And a yoga strap. That comes usually with the blocks. An eye shade and a little hand towel come in handy to use in various ways. Also have some water nearby, and let's start. All right, so you're going to come down to your mat if you're not already there. Think of it as your little island, your little safe space, your little time of peace. We always lock in a stress number too. Scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Where are you? What's going on? The other day I called it a peace number. If you say, rate the peace in your body, I hope that number, it's going to go up. You're going to have more peace at the end of the practice. If it's a stress number, the number's going to come down. So whatever you want to rate it, scale of 1 to 5, 1 to 10, let's go. Let's go into a child's pose. All right, child's pose. Knees can be together, big toes touching, hips back to the heels. You can take a block, place it on your mat at whatever height you like, and sink your forehead down to it. Arms can be down by your sides, shoulders away from your ears, palms face up, fingers reaching toward the bottom of your mat. This is a classic child's pose. You're tight, you're concise, just a little pose of surrender. An option would be to spread your knees wide and take a wide-legged child's pose. Hips still go back towards your heels. They don't have to touch. It's whatever feels good is where they should be. Arms can reach long to the top of your mat. You can rest your head on your block here, or no block at all. You don't have to use a block if you don't want it. I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to place my forehead on the mat in a wide-legged child's pose. Sometimes this space on your mat is the only time of peace in your day. We all rush around so much. Take a little bit of time to just feel good and find this little island of serenity. So start with your breath. Big breaths in through your nose. Feel your lungs fill up and your armpits kind of expand to the side if you're in a wide-legged child's pose with your arms extended. And then sigh it out of your mouth. Let it go. Think of surrendering the arms, the legs, your head. Think of just surrendering into the earth. Really being heavy on the earth. Big breath in. Big breath out. If you're in the classic child's pose with your arms down by your sides, reach your fingers more toward the bottom of your mat, therefore pulling your shoulders away from your ears. If you're in an extended child's pose like I'm doing right now,
press your hands into your mat and then think of sliding your fingers more to the top of the mat. I think you're trying to like stretch your mat out like a rubber band, making it longer. Tailbone to the back of the room, big breath in. Big sign, breath out. Now get into your breath. Your breath can really calm you. It has the power to engage your parasympathetic nervous system and allow you to find greater peace. To do that, you would close your lips and breathe in and out of your nose. Fill your lungs up. And as you exhale, let all the air go. Breathe deeply. Get into the rhythm here. Think of, your little mat as like a beach towel on a tropical island beach. And your breath is like the waves of the ocean coming in and going out. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Okay, so lots of good things are going on. Your ankles are getting a nice stretch here. Your quadriceps, your knees are getting a nice wake-up call. If you're in the extended child's pose, your shoulders have that stretch going on. Your spine is lengthening, your tailbone is going to the back of the room, and the crown of your head to the front, finding length in your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your child's pose, your practice. You do this any way you like. Take a variation that feels good for you, but just feel the length in the spine and the release of the mind. Let all thoughts go. It's more easily said than done, isn't it? Just kind of focus on the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And when you're ready, let's slowly come out of the child's pose. You can stay in it longer if you want. It's your call. I'm going to bring my hands under my shoulders. I'm going to press on up and come out of this pose. I'm going to now come into a toes pose. All right, it's an intense pose. What you want to do is come to standing on your knees. Take your block if you like. Tuck your toes toward your shins, the opposite way they were just a moment ago in your child's pose, and maybe have a seat on your block. Oh my goodness, it is an intense pose. It is really an intense pose because you're really stretching out the feet here. All right, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you don't want to use the block, you can do away with that too. I don't think one is easier or harder than the other. They're just a little different. All right, so get comfortable where you are. With our hands, let's do something a little different today. So child's pose is toes pose is very familiar to you. Let's interlace our fingers. Squeeze your palms together. Squeeze your elbows together if you can, or as best you can. Place your chin underneath, or place your fingers, interlaced fingers underneath your chin. As you inhale, expand the elbows out to the side. Maybe close your eyes. Expand the elbows out to the sides, and then send them on up even higher. And then as you exhale, bring the elbows on down. Hug them back in toward the midline of their body, touching each other if they can. Inhale. Elbows fly on up. Exhale. Elbows come on down. Do a few of these with the eyes closed. Breathe in, elbows go up. Little pose borrowed from hot yoga. Elbows come down and touch. Maybe one more. And exhale. And finish up. All right, there you go. Let's take our arms, let's tee them out, and let's do some arm circles. So arms are teed out, little teeny circles. Chest is lifted. Maybe close your eyes. Just enjoy the moment. And if your feet are in pain, if this is causing pain, you want to come out of it and just maybe hinge the weight off your feet a little bit. Take your arm circles in the other direction. Doesn't matter how big your circles are. Just strengthen the upper back. Breathe. You got the shoulders moving.
with those elbows to the sky and elbows down. Now you're waking up the shoulders a little bit more, and we're really going to break them up when we do our broken wing coming up in a little bit. All right, let's take our hands now, bring them to the front of your body, interlace your fingers, thumbs cross, and then start to do a sideways number 8 as you wake up the wrists. Breathe through it. You got it. You're strong. Soften in the shoulders. Really work those wrists. One last thing to do. Release your hands. Bring them behind your low back. Reach for opposite elbow creases. Let your shoulders soften down. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're done. All right, so now let's come out of our toes pose. That was an intense long toes pose. Remove your block if you used it. Come to a neutral tabletop. Lift your feet up. Squeeze and scrunch your toes. Circle the ankles. Tap your feet, tops of your feet out on your mat. Brief little ankle pose, little counter pose. Sit back on your heels using your blocks or no blocks at all. You can just press into your hands. Lean on back. Lean on back and let your knees come on up. Knees come on up. Press into your blocks or the ground. Just balance on the tops of your feet. Maybe truly balance. Maybe take your hands to prayer center and hold here. You don't have to do that part. That's just a little add-on if you want to just play with it and try something different. Maybe you press right into the blocks. You're getting the same great benefit coming up to stretch the ankles. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. And then finish. All right, so there's your little ankle pose. Let's do cat-cow with an extended tail pull. All right, so come to a neutral tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, knees under hips. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Press your hands into your mat. And little fine tuning here. Gecko your fingers. Kind of suction cup your fingers. Put a little more intensity in your pointer finger and your thumb. Lengthen through your spine. Nice and long spine. You got a long spine because you did that great child's pose. Let's tuck our chin to our chest and let's tuck our tailbone under as we come into a cat pose. Press the tops of your feet into your mat and your hands into your mat too. Inhale, cow. Crown of your head and tailbone lift. Do a couple cat cows and your breath kind of guides the pose here. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. You're moving your neck, tucking your chin to your chest, letting your head hang toward the earth, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, sending your gaze up and your tailbone up too. All right, finish up, even out in your cat-cow. Come to a neutral tabletop. Let's do cat pulling its tail. Begin by extending your right leg long. Plant the ball of the right foot on your mat. Press the ball of your foot into the mat. Stretch out that long right leg. When you're ready, if you're ready, lift the right leg up, knee to about hip height. Draw your heel closer to your bottom. Dial your right hip down so both hips are equidistant to your mat. Maybe circle your ankle out because you can. And then here comes the pulling the tail part. Push into the earth. Take the opposite hand, which will be the left hand because the right leg is lifted. Reach your arm around and capture your foot. Can't quite get there? Don't sweat it. Just kind of kick yourself in the bottom and hold on there. Holding on to the foot, push into the earth. Don't sag. Press the right foot into your hand. Open up through your left shoulder. As you're doing this, send your gaze a little to the left, maybe more to the left, maybe even higher to the left, maybe overlooking your left shoulder. Kick hard into your hand. Breathe. That is your cat pulling its tail. All right, come on down. Hand comes down, knee comes down. We got another side. So just redistribute your weight here. Get evened out in your neutral tabletop. Your back is so flat, you could put a picnic on your back. Lift your left leg up. Left leg up, knee to hip height. Maybe you decide to just kick your bottom here. Breathe here. Dial your left hip down so your hips are equal. Right hand, the opposite hand, reaches around and captures the left foot. Press into the earth really super hard with the top of the right foot in your left hand. Look to the right, look over the shoulder, do what you can, and be glad for it. Finish up, knee comes down, hand comes down, back to your neutral tabletop. Let's do bird dog, another balancing pose. Push into the earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's start with the right leg again. Lift it up. Been here, done that. Knee to hip height. This time extend the right leg long. Drive your right heel toward the back of your mat. Feel the compression in your low back.
Dial the right hip down. Push into your hands. Right leg is extended. Let's add in the left arm. Lift the left arm up and reach it to the front of the room. Spread your fingers wide, thumb up to the sky, lengthen through the crown of your head, find length in your spine. Push hard into the earth. Breathe. If you'd like, a few times, elbow to knee underneath the belly button. Reach and then extend. Tuck and reach. You got it. Finish. Hand down, knee down. Another side. Push hard into the earth. Left leg extends. Reach. Push into the earth. Reach through the left heel. Right arm joins in on the game and stretches and reaches and lengthens as long as you can. Reach, stretch. You got it. Elbow to knee once or twice or 3 times or however many times you want. Just try. Maybe today the elbow and knee don't meet. That's okay. They will someday. Keep at it. Just keep at it. You've made the decision to try. Keep trying. All right, let's finish up. I think we're evened out there. That was our bird dog pose. All right, let's take our bottom and sit it on our heels. This is a thunderbolt pose. Let's give ourselves a big hug. Tee out your arms. Getting back into the shoulders, preparing for that broken wing. Arms are teed out. Exhale. Bring your arms across the midline of your body. Let the elbows cross. Let your fingers work towards your spine. And where are my shoulders? Up near my ears. Release. Release them down into the sides of the room. Imagine giving yourself a big hug and then squeezing your shoulders to the side of the room. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Feel this in the upper back. Let it feel wonderful. Tee out your arms again. Breathe here. Big hug with the other arm on top. Fingers work toward the spine. Nice tight squeeze. Tight squeeze, soften in the shoulders by expanding the shoulders to the side of the room. Breathe. Just feel what you feel here for a minute. You want to feel the good tight squeeze in your shoulders. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let it go. Release. All right, release your arms. You were sitting in a thunderbolt pose. Great pose for the knees. You got it. All right, come on down. Come on down and ascend your legs long. Find your 2 blocks. Then spread your legs wide. Bring the blocks in between your legs. Now your blocks have lots of different heights. Take what works for you. Maybe you've got 3 blocks. Maybe you've got 10 blocks. Maybe you've got different color blocks. It's all good. Lengthen up here, first and foremost. A little bend in your knees might feel good. Maybe you think, I want to pull my legs even farther apart. I'm going to help them out. Breathe, lengthen up, and exhale. Bring your forearms down to your block. Close your eyes and just breathe here. No rush, no hurry. Be kind to yourself and just appreciate what you can do. You know, like I said, sometimes this little relaxed space in your yoga is the only time you slow down and breathe. Close your eyes, breathe. Maybe decrease the height of the blocks. Maybe remove the blocks completely and just breathe. Maybe that is nowhere near where you want to go today, and that's okay. Keep your blocks stacked. Maybe you're going to feel a nice stretch in the inner thighs, your adductor muscles. Breathe. Now come on up. Come on back up, shoulders over your hips. All right, I'm going to take 1 block. I'm going to put it to the outside of my left leg. I'm going to lift my right arm up to the sky. Left hand will be on the block or no block at all. You can put it on the ground. You decide. And then let the extended right arm cross the midline of the body. Chin away from the chest, top shoulder back. Maybe you're resting on the block. Maybe you say, I'm going to bring the block up a little bit higher, or maybe even higher still. That's okay. Breathe. Chin away from the chest. Breathe. Feel a nice big stretch up and down your right side. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep both bottom cheeks down. Don't let the right cheek pop up. Reach. Hold on. Chin away from the chest, top shoulder back. Where are you with that block? Maybe bring it down. Maybe reintroduce it. Or just have your hand and adjust. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly, slowly is the key here. Come on back up, really good and slowly, back to the midline of your body. Don't take it too fast. Let's take the block to the other side. Bring it outside your right thigh. Hand on it. The left arm lifts up. And gracefully go to the side. And you don't have to go far. You don't have to go far. Don't think I have to achieve. I have to go even farther. Every great accomplishment has to start somewhere. Little by little, block by block, brick by brick, breath by breath. You got it. Shoulder back, arm reaches, eyes close. Adjust your blocks as you want. Both bottom cheeks still down, right? Nice big stretch. Think of those muscles in between your ribs are called your intercostal muscles. Stretch them out. Let it feel great. Reach those fingers a little bit more. I'm going to reach my left fingers more to the right side of the room. And then I'm going to finish up. Slowly. Take it slowly. Come on back up to the midline. Take a big breath in, shoulders over hips. As you exhale, reach your arms long in front of you. Breathe. You don't have to go terribly far. Inhale, relax, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, let the fingers reach more forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, reach. No rush, no hurry, you got it. You know, find that peace within. The world is so distracting, so much noise, so much pollution, so much overload. Focus inward with your breath, remember that. Let the distractions go. Slowly come back, bringing your shoulders over your hips. We're going to take it back a little bit. Hands behind your back. Lift your chin up to the sky, kickstand hands. Lift your chin up. Little bit of a controlled back bend, right? And then let's finish. Bring your legs together. Sit any way you like. I'm just going to sit in a comfortable little crisscross. I'm not going to do the Sukhasana pose. I'm just going to crisscross. Then I'm going to bring my blocks under my knees. All right, how's that? Well, I should move this way a little bit more. How's that? All right, blocks under my knees. That feels comfortable here. Just going to do some neck work. You don't have to have the blocks under your knees. You can sit it back in that thunderbolt if you like. But I'm going to lengthen up through the crown of my head and soften through my shoulders. I'm going to focus on my neck. I'm going to turn my head from right to left and left to right. Shoulders are down. Turning the head, embracing the little crunchies in the neck. I have them. Do you have them? As long as they don't hurt. My doctor said it's okay as long as it doesn't hurt. All right, it doesn't hurt. And then they go away. Movement is the key, right? All right, turn your head left to right. Maybe the eyes are closed or maybe you keep them open. Breathe. Head, come back to the midline of your body. You know where we're going next. Tuck your chin, lift it up. Tuck it and lift it. Breathe. All right, head back to the midline of the body. I'm going to cross my legs in the other way. I've got one leg on the bottom. I'm going to bring the other one on top. Blocks under the knees or not, or however you like to sit. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. I'm going to lift my left arm. Lift it up to the sky. I'll talk you through this if you want to keep your eyes closed because it's just kind of nice. Lifting the left arm up to the sky, bending the left elbow, taking the left hand, bringing it on top of the right ear. Then I'm going to encourage my head with my left arm. I'm going to encourage my left ear to my left shoulder. While I'm doing that, I'm going to soften through my right shoulder and enjoy the sensation of this nice stretch along the right side of my neck. No rush, no hurry. Breathe. Okay, time to do the other side. How do you like this one? This is another one. Slowly, slowly remove your hand. Slowly, slowly bring the head back up to the midline. Then bring your left hand down to your thigh. Lift the right arm up, up, up. Stretch it out. Bend the elbow. Place the right fingertips on top
of the left ear. Encourage the head gently to the right side, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. And the left shoulder, let it relax. Feel a nice good stretch along your neck. Breathe in, breathe out. One more big cycle of breath. Oh, and then let it go. Slowly, slowly release the hands. Slowly, slowly bring the head back up to the midline. And you know, it doesn't matter how these things look. It matters how it feels. Did you feel that nice stretch in your neck? I hope so. All right, come on down. We're going to do crocodile. We're going to do a crocodile pose. To do your crocodile pose, you're going to come down onto your belly. Come down to your belly. Take your hands, stack them, and bring your elbows to the side of the room. Your feet, just let them be comfortable toward the edges of your mat. Bring your forehead down to your folded hands, and imagine the hands and the forehead glued together. You're going to lift both legs up a little bit or a lot, whatever. Hold it here. Breathe in, breathe out. Little compression of your low back. Maybe lift the thighs up a little higher. Hold it here. Breathe in, breathe out. And then bring the legs on down. We're going to do the same thing with the upper part of the body. Remember, keeping your forehead glued to your hands. Inhale, lift on up. Lift the elbows, lift the chest, lift the forehead, lift them on up. Keep the elbows open wide. Breathe. You don't have to go very high. Or maybe you want to go higher, you decide. Breathe. Hold it. You're strong. You've got it. When you want, if you need to, if you feel the need to come down, do that. Or just hold it a little bit longer. Strengthen your back. You got it. Float on down. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Nice job. Time for broken wing. Your shoulders are ready. Okay, so here's what you want to do. We'll start with the left arm. Tee out your left arm, reach it to the left side of your room so your shoulder and hand are at about the same height. Take your right hand, bend the elbow, roll onto your left hip. As you roll onto the left hip, push into your right hand. Left arm is extended, and you feel this in the shoulder. Not particularly comfortable, I would say, but it's also not painful for me. If it were painful, I'd, ease off the pressure a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to push a little harder into my right hand. Legs can be long, top leg can be bent, sole of the right foot can come in front of the extended left leg. Breathe here. And that top leg, the one that's bent, that I have in front of the extended leg, could also bend it and place it on the ground behind the extended left leg. Knee up toward the sky, breathe. You don't have to do that with your legs. You can keep them long, put a little bend in them. The thing here you want to feel is in the shoulders. Remember, it doesn't matter how it looks, it matters how it feels. So this is your broken wing on your left wing. You can do the other wing. You ready? All right, let's roll down to your belly, and let's do it on the other side. Tee out the right arm, bend the left arm, roll onto the right shoulder, pressing the left hand into the mat, feeling this stretch in this right shoulder. Legs can be long, a little bit of a bend. Top leg can be bent with the sole of the foot on the mat, knee going up to the sky behind the elongated right leg, or in front of it. Knee high to the sky, push the foot into the ground a little bit more. It kind of intensifies the pose a little bit also. Breathe in, breathe out. Let it feel right. And then when you're ready, slowly roll out of it. Come back to your belly and bend both arms, bringing your hands underneath your collarbones. Press on up to a seal pose. Soften in the glutes. Let it go. You've got it.
And you just be patient with you. Find peace in patience. Patience with yourself in these poses. All right, come on up. Have a seat on your bottom. Find your strap or your towel. Lengthen up. I'm going to use the towel. You can use the strap if you want. Place it under the soles of your feet. Toes are up toward the sky. Hold on to the edges of the towel. Breathe. And remember, you could do it with the strap too. Maybe that's a little more accessible, making the pose a little more accessible, a little more doable. Maybe lean a little forward. Hold on. Hold on to that strap or that towel. Pull, pull, pull. As you inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, pull. Your arms are strong. Pull. Little bend in the knees might feel good. Lengthen up and then pull. You know, just enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the feeling. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you breathe out, try to bring your belly button back to your spine to let you fold even more forward. And then when you're ready, if you like, work your gaze toward your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold more forward. Slowly release. Come on back up. Ankles. Toes are up toward the sky. Just circle them in one direction, then the other. Bring them to stillness. Squeeze your toes toward the sole of the foot, and then release. And then try to spread your toes wide. Squeeze the toes, and then release. Nice job. All right, now let's do a seated twist. Okay, so you're on your bottom. I'm going to bend the left leg. I'm going to bring my left heel by my right hip crease. I'm going to take the other leg and I'm going to cross it over. So my knees are essentially stacked. Don't have to stack your knees, no problem at all. You take another pose in your legs if it feels better for you. Lengthen up. My right knee is on top. I'm going to take my right hand and kickstand it right behind my spine. I'm going to lengthen up and I'm going to take my left hand to the outside of my right thigh. I'm going to turn to the right. Lengthen up and twist. Lengthen up and twist. We got another side to do, but let's come back to the midline and then counter twist a little bit. Not so deep, just counter twist. All right, let's switch it out. I had my right leg on top, so now I'm going to switch it. I'm going to bring my right leg on the bottom, I'm going to bend it real good, and then bring the heel to the hip crease. Other leg, the one on top, I'm going to cross it over. My toes of this left foot are shining forward. I'm going to lift up, soften up in the shoulders. Left arm, because the left leg's on top. Left hand's going to be a kickstand. Going to lengthen up. Maybe that's where you stay. Then I'm going to twist. I'm going to twist, twist, twist. And then release, gently back to the midline, and take that little counter twist. And then finish. All right, so that was your little seated twist. Okay, plank time. You're thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't want to do a plank. Now the anxiety's coming in. Don't be anxious. Let go of the anxiety. A lot of times the things we worry about never even come to fruition. So here's a variation of plank for you to take today if you'd like. I'm going to take another one, but I'm just going to show you this one. You can take your 2 blocks and you can lie down on your mat. I'm going to lie down this way. You can lie down on your mat. Take your hands. Take the blocks into your hands. Legs are long, hands up toward the sky. Draw your fingers so your hands are nice and flat as you hold onto those blocks. Now your shoulders, don't forget about them. Suck them back into the shoulder sockets so you're nice and strong and solid in your back here. And then let your hands be up toward the sky. Hold here as if you were in a plank. Take the variation of plank you like. We're going to set a 1-minute timer for this. The variation of plank that I'm going to take is on my knees, just because it's okay. It's totally okay. All these variations of plank are good. If you do take your high plank, remember alignment is important. Shoulders over wrists, legs long, feet hip width distance apart, and arms shoulder width distance apart. You engage your core and you rise on up and hold it good and tight. For a knee plank, very similar. I'm going to stay on my knees, walk my hands a little forward. I'm going to adjust my knees. Everybody's different. Adjust so you're comfortable, and then hinge your weight forward over your shoulders. Shoulders over wrists. Let's go with a 1-minute timer. All right, so here's the deal. We set a timer every day. Take breaks when you need to. Drop to your knees if you're not already on your knees. If you're taking a high plank, you could also go into a downward facing dog. We're already 10 seconds in to whatever variation of plank you've decided to take. Don't sweat it. It's all good. Believe me, it comes in time. It just takes time. That's the thing a lot of us don't want to invest is the time. But that's what you got to do. Take it easy, take it slow, and put in the time. There are no quick fixes. 30 seconds in. We've got 30 seconds to go. Your hands are important in your plank. Fingers should be spread wide. Grip a little more into the pointer finger and the thumb. Little gecko fingers, suction cup. We got 15 seconds to go. You can do anything for 15 seconds. Re-engage, push hard into the earth, lengthen through your spine. Tell yourself, I'm doing it with 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. You did a 1-minute plank. All right, rest however you would like. If you were on a knee plank, maybe you send your hips back to a wide-legged child's pose and breathe. Big breath in, big breath out. If you did a high plank, maybe you're seated in a thunderbolt and maybe you're taking a nice big drink of water. Breathe. Let's come out of your relaxed pose after your variation of plank. We're going to do boat pose now. For your boat pose, let's go. I'm playing a game with the sun here. I'm trying to stay out of the brightness of the sun. All right, so for your boat pose, lots of ways to take it. Let's take it a little kinder and gentler today. On a Tuesday, we take it in a full boat pose where the legs lift and arms lift. And if that's your thing, go for it. If that's what you're working on, play with the arms however you want to be. Bent knees are fine too. It's your strong core that's engaged. I'm going to do boat pose today with the strap under my feet, sending my legs long, hugging my elbows in like reins of a horse. Draw your toes up toward your knees. Hug the elbows in, lift through your chest, and there you go. There is your boat pose. Hold on here, good and strong. Kind of find your balance. Shoulders, hug them back toward each other. Let them come away from your ears and hold long and strong in your boat pose. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your heels on down to the ground. I've got this strap, so I'm going to take advantage of it again. I'm going to walk my hands down the strap and take that seated forward fold again. You don't need the strap. You can do it any way you like. Fold forward. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's get back to our shoulders. Take your strap or your towel. And remember that cow face pose? We've done this before. All right, I got to use a towel or a strap because I just can't, I don't have that deeper range of motion in my shoulders. I don't know what you've got. Play with it, see. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your right hand, hug your elbow with your left hand in towards your back and just give yourself a pat on the back. You really feel it in the tricep here. Pat on the back, pat on the back. Take your other hand, maybe reach it around and touch your fingers or clasp your hands. I'm going to use a towel because I can't do it. I'm going to take the towel. I'm going to hold it in my right hand, let it hang down. Then I'm going to reach around, capture the towel, and hold it. I'm going to pull with my left hand, pulling the towel down. Breathe. Chest lifted, up nice and straight, just finding some strength here. And then switch. Let's do the other side. Hug your left arm's elbow in toward your head. Right hand kind of pulls it in. Pat on the back, maybe that's where you stay. Right hand reaches around and captures the left hand. Or, I'm thankful for it, the towel. And then pull it on down. Breathe. And don't get hung up on what you can do and what you can't do. Don't get hung up on it. Don't think, oh, I'm a failure. I can't do it. No, you're doing it. You're a winner. You are succeeding. Hold on. That's why we have props. That's why you have modifications, because everybody's built differently, right? Breathe in, breathe out. All right, let that go. All right, so that was your cow face. Okay, let's go back to our bridge pose. For your bridge pose, come onto your back. All the way down on your back, bend your knees. Knees are bent. We are going to send our hips high. Press into your feet, lift your hips on up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Arms down by your sides. Wiggle your shoulders closer together. Send the weight into your feet. Really push hard into your feet, lifting your hips good and high. Arms are down by your sides. Maybe you interlace your fingers, press your pinkies into your mat. Breathe. Breathe. You got it. You got it. You got it. You're strong. Hold on. Push harder into your feet. Release your arms if you interlaced them. Roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. You got it. You totally got it. All right. Now, your feet. You're reclined on your back. Feet, knees are bent, soles of your feet are on your mat. Toe heel your feet to the sides of your mat. Let your knees fall to the right as your arms are teed out. Your gaze is up toward the sky, or close your eyes. Or knees have fallen to the right, send your gaze to the left. Breathe. Gaze comes back up to the sky. Knees go back up to the sky. Knees, as you exhale, fall to the other side, the left side, and your gaze can go to the right if you like. Breathe. Anxiety consumes us so much. And you think, oh, I'm going to do plank, or oh, I'm going to do this hard pose, or oh, a hard pose is coming, or a hard something is coming. Don't let the anxiety consume you. 9/10 of your worry never comes to fruition. Just let it go. Seek peace. It's hard, but it's there. Find it within. Head back up to the sky, knees back up to the sky. Let's do it again. Knees fall to one side, head turns in the other direction. Breathe. Knees up to the sky, gaze goes up too, knees fall in the other direction, and turn your head in the opposite direction of which the knees are going. Big breath in, big breath out. That's your reclined deer pose. One more time for good measure. Gaze up, knees down, gaze other direction. Knees up, gaze up, knees down, gaze other direction. Nice job. Bring your knees up. Send your legs long. Bend your right knee. Hug your right knee in with interlaced fingers or with your towel underneath the right knee. Hug it in, hug it in, hug it in. Let your left leg be long and let your left toes be drawn up towards your left shin. Hug the right knee in, good and tight and strong. Stronger than you think. Your arms are really powerful. You did plank, you're strong. Elbows hugged in, hug the knee in. Now imagine this knee, the right knee that's hugged in, imagine kind of unplugging it from the hip and pulling it out and bringing the knee out into the armpit. So just, subtle little movement. Bring it on out. Squeeze it in. Bring it on back and hug it in, up towards your right ear. Supine twist. Left hand guides the right knee across the midline of your body. Roll onto your left hip. Tee out your right arm. Look right. Nice and graceful. Breathe. Come back to the midline. Right hip comes down. Gaze goes up. Hug the knee in one more time. Circle the ankle out a few times in one direction, then the other. Right leg goes long onto your mat. So long, your heel is really driving toward the bottom of the room. Big length in the right leg. Left leg bends, interlaced fingers or your towel, hug it in. Towel has lots of good uses, doesn't it? Shoulders are soft and relaxed. Hug the knee in. This side, how does it feel? Feels different than the other side? We're not perfectly symmetrical. But we try to work toward it, right? Because if one side is really strong and the other side is weak and we favor the strong side, what does that mean? Strong side's going to get stronger, but the weak side's also going to get weaker. So do both sides. Even your least favorite side, do it. Hug it in, good, strong and tight. All right, let's try to imagine the leg coming out and you're going to plug the knee into the armpit as it comes out. Little different sensation. Hold it here, good and tight. And then slowly bring the knee back. Just kind of think you're plugging it back into that hip socket. Bring it in, and hug the knee in line with your ear. Shoulders are soft. Breathe. Supine twist. Right hand guides the left knee across the midline of the body. Roll onto your right hip. Knee doesn't have to go far down to the ground. Hold it. Left arm tees out. Maybe you look to the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring your left hip back down to the ground. Hug your left knee in again and circle your ankle this way and that. Find that mobility in your ankle. It's important. All right, left leg goes long on your mat. Left leg goes long, both heels drive to the bottom of your mat. Now drag both heels up, up, up. Drag them up, drag them up, drag them up. Pull them up, hug the left knee in, hug the right knee in. Hug them both in towards both respective armpits. Hold it here. We're going to prepare for happy baby. You can gently rock from side to side. Rock from side to side. Breathe. You can keep rocking from side to side if that feels good. Come to stillness. Plug your tailbone into the mat. Really plug it on down in there. Take your hands inside your calves and rock, and your happy baby. Maybe you work toward bringing your hands down even more. We do happy baby in just about every practice, so maybe this can be one little metric, one little measure of your flexibility. Maybe you can work toward working to touch your heels. Draw your knees into your armpits like we did a moment ago in that precursor to that supine twist. Hold your heels, then send one leg high to the sky, then the other. Alternate. One leg goes up, then the other kind of just bends and plugs into the armpit. Breathe, you got it. Have fun with it. Find your mobility. It's so important. Your hips need it. Let's finish. Send both legs up, up, up to the sky. Draw your toes towards your shins. Arms down by your sides so your body looks like the letter L. Slowly start to lower your hips, lower your heels on down. With control, you've got it, you're strong, take it slow. Heels come down to meet the ground. Find your strap and your eye shade and your towel. Bring the eye shade and towel up by your hips or up by your shoulders. Take your strap back into the hips again. Place the center of the strap underneath both feet. Legs are lifted, toes drawn toward your chest. Hug your elbows in, hold on to the strap. Big breath in, big breath out, soften in your shoulders. Stay right here. This does feel good. Send your right leg down if you like, so your legs now look like the letter L. With your left leg, open it up to the left side of your room. And we're going to do these little strappy legs. This is where you create like an arc with the strap, with that leg that's in the strap over your body. Roll onto your right hip. Let the big toe work toward the earth. Keep the shoulder of the left side down. Leg comes up. Let it go down to the left side. Hold onto that strap. Alternate moving the strap to whatever is right for you. Doing one leg at a time. Maybe tee out the opposite arm. Breathe. As you tee out the opposite arm of the direction that the leg is going, maybe you look to that arm that's extended. Breathe. Bring the leg back up to the sky. Have the right leg come on up. Take it up nice and slowly. You got it because you're in control. Bring the right leg up to meet the left. As you're ready, pull the strap. Hug both legs in. A little bend in your knees might feel right. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Right leg is extended to the sky. Now it's the left leg's turn to come on down. Come on down nice and straight. Left heel plugged into the mat. Left toes drawn up toward the sky. You're holding on to your strap. Let's do the same thing with this leg. Open it up to one side. As it opens up to the one side, tee out the opposite arm and look toward the extended arm's side. As you inhale, the leg comes up and crosses the midline of the body. And then the other arm tees out. Back and forth and back. Do what feels right for you. Maybe you don't like the teeing out of the arms and looking in that direction. Maybe today you're just practicing alternating, moving the leg across the midline of the body. Not very far. That's okay. Breathe. And enjoy. All right. We'll even it up.
and be done. Send the right leg up to the sky. Make room for the left leg to climb on up to meet it. Both feet are in your strap. Hug your strap. Let the toes come overhead or something like that. Little bend in the knees as well. Stretch it out. Breathe. Legs come down. Release your strap. Let your legs float down nice and slowly like they did a moment ago because you're in control. You don't have to rush. You don't have to hurry. Core is strong. Come on down. Legs are down. Let's go into final Shavasana. All right, so what you want to do here, eye shade covers your eyes, or you use your towel to cover your eyes. Legs go long on your mat, feet toward the edges of your mat. Arms come down by your sides. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a variation of plank that you like, but find total peace, relaxation, and let things go. Just be kind to yourself. The other day I did a variation of Shavasana that was a crocodile Shavasana on my belly, like similar to the crocodile pose we did just a moment ago, but just totally relaxed on the belly. Maybe that's what you'd like to do today. Wherever you are, close the eyes, shoulders away from the ears. Imagine your body is heavy as you release everything to the earth. And focus only on your breath. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Let your eyes be heavy in their eye sockets. Even your cheeks and your ears, think of them as soft and going back toward the mat. Breathe in peace and let go of that which does not serve you. Tension, anxiety, to name a few. Let it go. Find perfect, total stillness in this wonderful one and only body of yours. Take a deep breath in. And a deep, slower breath out. Stay longer if you would like. If it's time for you to conclude the hour, give yourself a little skull massage. Start to turn your head slowly from left to right. Just feel the back of your head on your mat. Maybe turn your neck a little bit more with each turn. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to the midline of your body. Take a deep breath in. Think of that elongated spine. And a big breath out. Briefly come into a pentacle pose. Spread your feet wider. Let your arms float on up like a snow angel. So your body looks like a big capital letter X. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Bend your knees. Bend your elbows. Roll into a fetal position onto one side or the other. Low arms. Bicep is a pillow for your head. Eyes are closed. Top shoulder is soft. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Use your hands or not. Open your eyes or close your eyes. It's up to you. And have a seat. Crisscross your legs if you like, or have them long on your mat. Sit quietly, sit stilly. Bring your hands down onto your knees. Your shoulders, you know how to put them over your hips. You can kind of sense that because you know where your body is in space. Tuck your chin slightly to your chest so your spine is nice and long. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Think of the breath. As you take a big inhale, think of the breath swirling around and up your spine through the crown of your head. Embrace that little pause at the top of the inhale right before you take the exhale, just a split second, and then exhale. Let the breath just go down the body and root you into the ground. A few more breaths just like that. Big in, big out. Big cleansing breath in, and a big peaceful breath out. Sigh it out audibly. Gently, slowly, blink your eyes open. You did it. You did it. Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try. And you did it. You tried, you did it, you succeeded. You accomplished. Way to go. All right, here's the question. If you took a stress number in the beginning, I'm sure the stress number's down. What was it? What is it? If you took a peace number in the beginning, what was it? What is it? I'm sure you feel greater peace in your body. Yoga does wonderful things for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Stick with it. You can do it. Yes, you can. So, as you go on with your day, try new things. But always keep inside you that kindness toward yourself, as well as love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. See you guys on your mats tomorrow for yet another practice. If you watched us on YouTube, send us a thumbs up or a like or subscribe to our channel. And same thing on Facebook. Maybe subscribe to our little private group. It's called Friends of 316 Yoga. Whatever you do, enjoy and be kind to you. See you on your mats tomorrow. Bye. Love